Hare Krishna. Today we will discuss about the glories of Papmochani Ekadashi Vrata, which occurs during the waning moon on the 11th day during the waning moon in the month of Chaitra. So this year we have to observe this fasting on 26th March. We're residing in India, in Bangladesh, in Nepal, Bhutan, in Singapore, Malaysia, in China, in Japan, Korea. That means we're residing in Southeast Asia, in Eastern Asia. They have to observe this fasting on 26th March in 2025, but who are residing in Middle East, in Europe, in Africa, in North America, South America, they have to observe this fasting on 25th March. And we have provided all the Parana time of 151 places around the world. And now we will discuss about the glories of this special Ekadashi, Papmochani Ekadashi, which removes all sinful reactions. That's why we all have to observe this special fasting, Papmochani Ekadashi Vrata. And we also has described the glories of bathing in river Ganges on Varuni Tithi, Mahavaruni Snan, and the timing of Mahavaruni Snan, Panatita Snan yesterday on our channel. And now we will discuss about the glories of Papmochani Ekadashi, which has described on Bhavishyatar Purana. The glories of Papmochani Ekadashi is described in Bhavishyatar Purana in the conversation between Lord Krishna and Maharaja Yudhishthira. Once Maharaja Yudhishthira asked Lord Krishna, "Oh my dear Krishna, you have already explained me the glories of Amalokhi Ekadashi, but now please describe to me the Ekadashi which occurs during the waning moon in the month of Chaitra. What is the name of this Ekadashi? And please also describe to me the procedure of observing this fasting and its result." Then Lord Krishna replied, "O best of the kings, the name of this Ekadashi is Papmochani. And what is the significance of its name? I'm describing to you that this Ekadashi removes all one's sinful reactions, sinful activities, and clean all your activities in this life or past life. That's why the name is Papmochani Ekadashi." And long ago, the glories of this Ekadashi was spoken by the sage Lomasha to King Mandata. Sage Lomasha said, in the ancient time, Kuber, the treasurer of the heavenly planet, the treasurer of the demigods, had a beautiful forest of flowers which is called Chitraratha, where the weather is so much pleasant as a result of ever spring. The heavenly dancing girls such as Gandharvas and Kinnars enjoyed various sports there. Demigods headed by Indra used to come there and enjoyed various exchanges. In that forest, a great sage, Madhavi, was a devotee of Lord Shiva, was engaged performing his austerities. The Apsaras, or the heavenly dancing girls, tried to disturb this sage Madhavi. The girls tried to disturb him in various ways. Among the Apsaras, one famous Apsara named Manjughusha devised a means to captivate the mind of the sage. Due to the fear of the sage, Manjughusha built a cottage a little away from his ashrama, and she began to sing in a sweet voice accompanied with the musical instrument veena. On seeing Manjughusha, who applied sandalwood pulp on her body, wore a fragrant flower garland and was engaged in singing sweetly. At the time, sage Madhavi, who wore a white sacred thread on his body and lived in the ashrama of Chavan Rishi. Chavan Rishi is the father of Madhav Rishi. Lastly, Manjughusha came before the sage. The sage Madhavi also became overwhelmed by lust and forgot his worshipable Lord. He gave up the practice of devotional service and became so much engaged in relishing the association of that woman, and he even lost the sense of discriminating between the day and night. In this way, sage Madhavi spent many years in enjoying lusty activities with that girl. Therefore, when Manjughusha saw that the sage has fallen down from his position, she decided to return to the heavenly planet. She said to sage Madhavi, who was engaged in conjugal affair, "O great sage, now please give me permission so that I can return home." Then sage Madhavi replied, "O beautiful woman, you have come to me in the only evening, so stay here tonight and you can return on the next morning." On hearing these words from the sage, Manjughusha became frightened and continued to live with him for a few more years. In this way, although Manjughusha lived with the sage Madhavi for 57 years, 9 months and 3 days, yet it appeared to be only half a night to the sage. Then Manjughosha again asked for the permission from the sage to return home, but the sage replied, "O beautiful one, please hear my words. This is only morning. Please wait till I finish my morning rituals." Then the Apsara smiled and said to the sage with amazement, "O great sage, how long it will take to complete your morning rituals? Has not it finished yet? You have spent many years in enjoying my association. Therefore, please consider the actual value of the time." On hearing the words of the Apsara, the sage came to his senses, and after carefully calculating the time, he said, "Alas, a beautiful one, I have simply wasted long 57 years of my valuable time, and you have spoiled all my auspicious austerities." The eyes of the sage filled with tears, and his entire body began to tremble. Sage Madhavi cursed Manjughosha. Then when Manjughosha humbly requested the sage to withdraw his curse, then replied that you have to observe the fasting of Papamochani Ekadashi, the Ekadashi which occurs during the waning moon in the month of Chaitra. After speaking these words, Sage Madhavi returned to the ashram of his father, Sage Chavan, and he also asked his father about his misdeeds, and he also asked Chavan Muni how can he be freed from his sinful reactions. Then his father Chavan Muni also replied the same thing, "Please observe the fasting of Papmochani Ekadashi Vrata, and thus you will be freed from all of your sinful activities." Meanwhile, they both observed this special Ekadashi, Papmochani Ekadashi Vrata, and Manjughosha, by observing this auspicious Papamochani Ekadashi, she became liberated from that position, and she regained her divine form and returned to heaven. After narrating this story to King Mandata, Sage Lamasha concluded as follows: "My dear king, just by observing this Papamochani Ekadashi, all one's sinful reactions are automatically removed. By hearing or by reading the glories of this Papamochani Ekadashi, one achieves the result of donating 1,000 cows." So this is the glories of this special Ekadashi Vrata, Papamochani Ekadashi Vrata, which in this year we have to observe on 26th March. We are residing in India, Bangladesh, or in Southeast Asia, in Eastern Asia, and in Australia. But we are residing in Middle East, we are residing in Europe, America, and Africa. They have to observe this fasting Papamochani Ekadashi Vrata on 25th March in 2025. Thank you very much for being in our touch and listening the glories of this Papamochani Ekadashi Vrata. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.